Hey YouTube, BryceJW here, and today I want to talk to you about Etika and Joy-Con Boys and the Switch era ending and just how magnificent the Switch era was. I'm not going to write a script for this because I feel like it just wouldn't do justice. I feel like I want to speak from the heart and speak how Etika really hyped up the Switch for me and really made me love the Switch and really always like was I made a video about Etika before. Go check that one out, and I'll make another one as well. But this is just about the Switch era, and the reason why I'm making this video is because this might be the last Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch. This might be the end of Nintendo Switch era. But before everyone makes those videos about, I don't know if people have yet or not, but before people make those reminiscing and nostalgic videos about Nintendo Switch, and just videos about Etika as well and stuff. It's not that I want to do it first because everyone deserves to do it at their own time. But I really felt like it was the right time, personally, for me to make a video about this. Etika was one of the biggest inspirations for me, and I'll go over it all in another video as well. But it really still hurts me to this day. It still affects me, and I'm very grateful to finally be in the Joy-Con Boys community, and get to know a lot of people like EJ Lennon and so many other people. Ginger Snap Gannon, what was his name? Master Doom. Everyone is so blessing. GTA, JTH, even is but hold on, and NFB, and Marlix, and everybody, and Yi as well. Thank you all for supporting me. I love you all, and I'm really grateful for the community that y'all built. I'm really grateful to be finally a part of it. I've always dreamed to be a part of the community, um, but that's because Etika built it. But enough about me. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I love the community. I'm glad I'm a part of it. You guys are awesome. You guys and girls are awesome. I love you. I miss Etika. I love you. I hope we all get to hang out one day. Um, but I will say, as continuing the video, I'm just I should play music. Yeah, this is non-scripted, but it might be no. This is non-scripted and mother flipping. We'll use the Zelda show. I don't even mind. We use Zelda and jazz. That's fine. This is non-scripted and not edited because I wanted to be the raw feeling it. Oh wait, hold on. Raw feeling and emotion. And raw just just raw. Uh, for me and a lot of people, Etika was the biggest inspiration of all, and he was one of the greatest streamers of all time. But what the point I wanna make on uh today's video is that he was a big inspiration for Nintendo Switch. A lot of people got Nintendo Switch because of Etika. A lot of people knew about the Nintendo Switch because of Etika, even if they didn't buy it at the time, even if they didn't like it at the time. They got it because of Etika. Not everyone, a lot of people like Nintendo Switch without knowing who Etika was and all that stuff, but there was a large group of people who, um, a large group of people who, uh, grew up knowing who Etika was, grew up and grew up watching Etika, and then got the Nintendo Switch when they could, and just loving the Nintendo Switch. Like for instance, there was this one video, and it may be, actually no, I will edit, but just to show the clips. Um, but like I said, this is 100% raw. It's gonna be my whole voice, no editing, no voice editing or anything. There's just I want to be real with you. Um, so with Etika, he made the first like one of the first things with the Switch was he had a model Switch, right? He had the Switch, but it was a model Switch, a fake Switch, if you will. and he, if you remember that video, you know what I'm talking about. Um, he he when the Switch was coming out, he was like, made a whole trailer, made his whole thing, and it was just really crazy, um, really awesome. And I laughed today because I watched that video. That made me smile. Um, I don't know. It was just crazy, and the fact that he had a mental illness, and I'll discuss it in another video as well. But the fact that he had a mental illness and I have a mental illness really just speaks volumes to who the person he was. Not to say, but but it speaks volumes to who he was. He kept going and tried his best, no matter what, even through the obstacles. And he was really, and the reason why I bring up me having mental illness is because he he was super inspiring to me, and 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 I didn't know he had a mental illness at the time, but now that I know, he's even more inspiring to me. And I was always hyped because of him. I was always happy because of him. His presence brought the whole hype around Switch and just life, and I really will never forget that. I just know the Smash streams were so hype. The Smash hype was so amazing and incredible, and it's just like, bro, like you can never recreate that. No one will be, even with the Switch 2. I doubt it's going to be as published. It will be popular, but I think one of the major reasons why the Switch was really popular, yes, it sold really well, and still is super selling. But another reason is because of Etika, and he was really gassing it up and selling it up, and it's just wasn't amazing. It was it was really incredible, and it was just, you had to be there kind of moment. Um, there's a library at Etika which I will link, library Etika channel which I will link in the description below, or the comments if I forget. And I'll link the music as well, like I did in the previous video. But the Switch hype is about to end, and when I say hype, I mean the Switch era. I meant to say the Switch era, but the Switch era is about to end, and there's gonna be a new Switch era, and I don't think it'll be as hype as, which is kind of sad. Maybe it will. Who knows? Maybe someone will come up and be hype, but it will never replace Etika. And sorry, I have a little congestion. But I really want to make this video because I was watching Topic Arlo, and I'll link him in the description as well, comments, whatever. Because he was talking about the end of Nintendo Switch Directs, and then that got me thinking about the Switch era and the end of Switch era and how incredible it was to be in the vicinity of watching Etika. And the Switch hype, and his Switch hype, his hype for all the love for the games, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Animal Crossing, and it really sucks that he died before Animal Crossing came out, and that was really unfortunate. That was a tough time, but I mean, 2020 was rough as well, but that time, 2019, was just a horrible time for me and a lot of people as well. Um, but like those couple years after Etika's passing was just awful for me. Um, Not even funny thing is, but the thing is, interesting fact is, three of my biggest inspirations died. One, this is kind of deep and dark, but these are my biggest inspirations. Jumped a bridge and committed suicide. And this is dark, I know, but I want to be honest. This is a real video, where I'm just being real. Miss Dozier, she was a teacher, a principal, vice principal that was going to get me off the special bus, and try to work on getting me a different way to get from home to school and to school from home, and that was during the middle school era, and she unfortunately passed away, and she was like the biggest inspiration. She was like going to help me, and sixth grade was an awful year. The bus was a horrible situation, and then when she passed away, I didn't realize it at the time. It still was shocking, but it shook me to the core now that I like realized it. And then when Etika passed away, and I watched Etika for years, I remember having, um, I remember having, um, this. I remember one time at my first apartment, and no one was home, and I was listening to Etika while with high volume, with loud volume on my speakers, which was a stupid idea. I know, don't ever do this. With the window open, and then the cops came knocking, and then they were like, and I explained the situation. They said, "Oh, okay, no worries," because people were complaining about noise or somebody screaming. I said, "I'm just watching a YouTuber. Sorry, I'll close the window and stuff." And they said, "Okay, no problem. Sorry about that. Sorry to bug you and stuff." But uh, and then he passed away, and then my close friend and that I really dearly love, Zoe Davis, passed away as well and jumped off a bridge as well. And I don't know, it's just crazy. But we'll get into that in another video. I don't want to delve too deep on it, but I will say that the Switch hype was just incredible when it came to Etika. Etika had so much passion, so much drive to make so much content on the Switch. He loved going to the New York store. There was one clip or a video of him going to the New York Nintendo store, and be like Joy-Con boys, while everyone is like, he's like Joy-Con boys, and everyone's like Joy-Con boys, Joy-Con boys. And that's what I mean. A lot of people were there for Etika, and he really boosted the Switch in a hype phase that I've never seen before for any console. And it's just crazy to me that I can like pull from so many memories, and I'm really grateful for Etika and bringing me the love of the Switch. It's because of him. When he did that trailer thing, I was like, I gotta get a Switch. I gotta play it, bro. There was also, what other games did he get me into? Xenoblade. He got me into Xenoblade. I was so hyped with Xenoblade. When Xenoblade, what was it? I was so hyped when Xenoblade. I forgot. I'm sorry. I was so hyped when Xenoblade got the remake. Cause I was like, I gotta get it. I got Xenoblade 2 because of Etika. And I love Xenoblade 2. Don't get me wrong. I love Xenoblade 2. I got it because of Etika. I was so hyped. I was so happy. It was just so amazing to feel and to play. And it's because of Etika was hyping them. And I think that was 2017 actually. I played some Platoon 2 because of Etika. And Ultra as well. And I think that's just amazing that one person can like just like bring people together, and not just any person. Etika, Desmond, like he was just a person of energy. Like I know I'm probably repeating myself, but I want to hammer it home. I like I said, I want to be honest with this video, and I want to I just want to be real, because I think you guys and I deserve to be real and honest. You guys deserve to hear the everything, like honesty. Etika deserves honesty. You know, rip in peace, Etika, and it's just crazy. Like I just like being real, like he was, and it's just like I'm not gonna lie, like it's just something that I thought about doing anyways, but once Arlo made that video, it's something that I wanted to do. Like, Etika made so many games trending on Twitter, and not only that, even after his passing, Etika was trending when a new Switch game got released that he was a fan of, and it was crazy. That was a crazy time, and he still gets trending sometimes, and we remember fondly, and I think that Etika's just a phenomenal person. Was a phenomenal person. I think that the fact that that he could get people hype about a console was just a representative of who he was. And I think that's an amazing feat. I look up to him for that, and a lot of other reasons as well. I think that I think that Etika also was always hyped during the directs. He was. There was times where he said, "We sleep now," and then he's like times where he was hype about a Nintendo Direct, which is amazing because like that's crazy. You know, I think he inspired a lot of streamers and YouTubers and people and content creators to be so hype and react so hype. Because before Etika, I've never seen anyone react as hype as him. You know, to directs. And when he came in, he ran a train through what was possible. He showed up and he just was just someone who always changed the possible and made the impossible possible. He was somebody who 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 inspired trends. He was somebody who inspired people. I just love him and I miss him. And I don't know. I just as a as a disabled man myself, I don't know if he was fully disabled. I know he had a mental illness, but as a disabled man, I look up to him and I see that I can not be him because I can never be him. I can never replace him. But I can aspire to be a better person. I can aspire to be a better individual, better content creator, better everything. And not go down the same path he did. But create my own path and inspire others as well. But Etika's like I'm trying to I'm literally trying to I'm trying to get excuse me, sorry. I'm trying to well sorry. I'm trying to think if there's any other switch points I want to make. The Smash hypes, of course. When everyone was here, everyone, and then Ridley as well, and then all the characters that he was hyped for. It was just a crazy time, man. And looking back on it, it was a wild time that I'll truly cherish and I'll miss. And I think that it's just crazy to me that he was just so inspiring, and all the people he inspired, especially for the Switch. Like he was a huge fan of this thing. Oh, I've heard the joint. Well, but and these things, these created a community, and because of him, he created a community with just these two controllers. Even though they had drift, he created a community of people named the Joy-Con Boys, which I'm a proud member of as well. And it's just crazy. So I think that's all the points I wanted to make. I didn't want this to be a super long video, but Joy-Con, motherfucking boys, Joy-Con boys. Thank you all for watching. As always, take care of yourself and have a dang good one. Peace out, the anime mother. High five.